For the longest time, I set goals that I never achieved, as in every single year, I'm just recycling the same goals. You know, that usual hype from the beginning of the year, or if you're anything like me, then that's your birthday, where you set all these financial goals, career goals, if you're in uni goals, body goals, the list goes on. And you just kind of lose it along the way, where you're not really achieving anything. You find yourself stuck in the same place. And it was last year in 2022 that I had this conversation with a friend about positioning yourself. To position oneself means to occupy a certain space or place, to be situated in a particular space. And we had this conversation because I was sharing with her how I'm so tired of talking about the same goals. Like, we're growing up, we're not getting any younger, and I cannot be trying to achieve the same things that I've been trying to achieve like when I was a child. I decided that I was going to position myself. I was going to now start occupying spaces that I knew would benefit me or help me achieve some of my goals. And for me, that was mainly my career goals, in that I wanted to establish myself in my field, which is the mental health field in the country. I wanted to be more intentional about going to events, meeting people, collaborating, talking to people, producing content, because really and truly, how else was I going to build my career if I was just sitting at home and not talking to anyone, not meeting anybody, not going to events where they're talking about mental health and being in spaces that talk about mental health? And I know that I'm not the only one who has struggled with this. I know that there's someone hopefully watching this who might be struggling with the same thing. The first thing that I decided to do that helped me position myself was to learn to say yes. And that doesn't mean saying yes to absolutely everything. Sometimes I said no, but I became more intentional about saying yes to speaking to groups of people, doing presentations. I said yes to going to events. Anything I saw that I could either afford or I knew that I could make it, I would go. I became more intentional about engaging with other creators and other like-minded people. I said yes to challenges as well. I know sometimes it's so easy to want to shy away from things that feel uncomfortable. And honestly, saying yes has been the best decision that I've made to things like that. I know that you may be watching and maybe a career goal isn't necessarily what you need at the moment, or it's not one of your goals at the moment, but it might look like saying yes to going to events so that you meet new people and interact with new people and maybe improve your communication and social skills. And when you make the decision to position yourself, it is really, really important that you focus. So write down your goals, write down in detail what it is that you actually want to achieve. Where do you want to see yourself at the end of however long it is that you're giving yourself, whether it's a year, 3 months, 2 months? What is it that you want to see yourself achieve? Where do you want to see yourself at the end of it all? Who are you trying to become in the process? So it's so important to focus. But even in focusing, it doesn't mean that you have to now neglect and forget to have fun, because that's really important. Still make time for all the things that you love, but in this time where you are trying to be intentional about positioning yourself and finding yourself in spaces that you can occupy, it's really important that you focus and write down your goals. And even through this process, it's really important to be patient with yourself and to be gracious to yourself. Things may not come as quickly as you maybe plan for them to be. Maybe you might struggle in finding yourself in those spaces, and that's totally okay. But it's really important that you be patient with yourself and you trust the process. The whole point of trying to position yourself is to go in to achieving your goals with intentionality, but also ensuring that you're giving yourself a fair fighting chance to win. That is all I had for you today, and I just hope that you are feeling a little more encouraged to position yourself and really go after your dreams and in becoming the best version of yourself and the person that you want yourself to be at the end of the day. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, so send me a DM, comment down below, and I will see you again in my next one.